Hi friends, out of the four fundamental forces, we have seen about gravity and electromagnetic force in the previous video. Today, we'll see about the strong force. Before that, let's brush up some basics. An atom is made up of three particles, protons, neutrons and electrons. The nucleus is made up of nucleons, that is positively charged protons and neutrons which have no charge. So on the whole, the nucleus is positively charged. Electrons which are negatively charged move around the nucleus in fixed orbits. This is likely to be familiar to a lot of us. But do you know that protons and neutrons are made up of fundamental particles called quarks? And they are of six types. Up top charm which have a charge of plus 2 by 3 and down bottom strange quarks have a charge of minus 1 by 3. For example, a proton is made up of two up quarks and one down quark, which sums up its charge to plus 1. Quarks are fermions, and when they were first discovered, they seemed to defy the Pauli's exclusion principle, which states that no two identical fermions can occupy the same quantum state. So, a new property called color charge was introduced. This has nothing to do with visible colors, but it's just an analogy. Quarks come in three colors: red, blue, and green. Antiparticles of quarks are called antiquarks, and they are represented by anti-red, anti-blue and anti-green. Color charge is analogous to charge in electromagnetism, and here we see that the particles exchanged between quarks are gluons. What are gluons? Gluons are combinations of color and anticolor charge. For example, red anti-blue gluon, blue anti-green gluon, green anti-red gluon, and we have 8 such combinations. Gluons are the mediators of strong force and they have spin 1. Now let's see how gluons are exchanged between quarks. Take the example of a proton which have 2 up quarks and 1 down quark. The red quark emits a red anti-blue gluon and turns into a blue quark, and this gluon is absorbed by the blue quark and it turns into red. Similarly, if blue quark emits a blue anti-green gluon and turns into a green quark, and this gluon is absorbed by the green quark which changes into blue. In both these cases, we see that the color charge is conserved. That is, you always have a combination of red, blue and green quarks in a proton. So we have seen that the strong force is carried by gluons and how they are exchanged between quarks. But what's the role of the strong force? It's the force which binds the protons and neutrons together inside the nucleus against the electrostatic repulsion between the protons. It's also responsible for holding the quarks together inside the proton and the neutron. So it's the strongest among the four fundamental forces, and it's about 137 times stronger than the electromagnetic force. However, its range is very short, of the order of 10 to the power minus 15 meters, and it's interesting to note that it doesn't act on electrons. Strong force have two peculiar properties: confinement and asymptotic freedom. Confinement ensures that no isolated quark can be observed, which means that you always have combination of quark which makes up particles which are colorless. For example, a proton or a neutron is made up of a red, a blue and a green quark. A meson is made up of quark and an antiquark, which makes these particles white. Second is asymptotic freedom. Imagine three quarks to be linked by a chain. When they are closer, they would be free to move. But when they move far apart, they would be restricted to move any further, as the force experienced increases with distance. So, only at very large energies, strong force become weaker and quarks behave like free particles. Hope that you have understood about the strong forces. Let's see about weak forces in the next video.